Leslie and Jess seem to balance one another out perfectly, blending seamlessly into one harmonious friendship. What is it that makes these two so compatible? What does their friendship say about each of them, and what does their friendship specifically say about friendship in general? Jess at one point explains his friendship with Leslie by saying that if there had been anyone else at that darn school, she would not have had to bother with him. In fact, the reader can see that Jess is doing himself an injustice in saying this. Both Jess and Leslie have individual characteristics that the other person responds to. Leslie is well-read, imaginative, courageous, and self-assured. Jess is intelligent, but not particularly well-educated, practical, kind, and compassionate. There is an overlap between them. This is not to say that Leslie is unkind, or Jess is unimaginative, but these are the main traits which distinguish each of them. Together, they make a perfect pair. This says a lot about the need to appreciate one's own contribution to a friendship, as well as the other person's. Jess feels so strongly that Leslie is an amazing person that he forgets that he himself must be rather special in order to maintain a true friendship with her. In reading Bridge to Terabithia, since Leslie is so extraordinary and so unique, and Jess is less flamboyantly so, one might be tempted to chalk most of the magic of the friendship up to Leslie. However, Jess's contribution is just as important, and ultimately he is just as special. Bridge to Terabithia is a tribute to the wonder and magic that is possible in a true friendship, and it emphasizes clearly that this wonder and magic are always tied up intimately with both friends, not dependent on just one. What is the treatment of gender roles in Bridge to Terabithia? Catherine Patterson addresses the theme of gender and cross-gender friendships with sensitivity and insight in Bridge to Terabithia. Jess lives in a world where gender roles are very clearly defined. Women seem to be expected to stay at home and take care of the house, and men are expected to shoulder most of the responsibility. Certainly most of the females depicted in Bridge to Terabithia, Jess's sisters and female classmates in particular, are shallow and vain. Jess's father, on the other hand, from whom we see the most insistence on Jess's conformity to the masculine gender role, is worn by the many cares of his household, preoccupied with material concerns, and awkwardly undemonstrative with Jess. Jess is led to believe that he must live up to this masculine ideal, and that his love for painting is a betrayal of the true man his father expects him to be. When Leslie comes along, all this is challenged. As is mentioned in the chapter analyses, Leslie's original appearance of androgyny is crucial to Jess's immediate perception of her. It places her outside this system that constrains and confuses Jess. A friendship between a boy and a girl would have been rather taboo in the atmosphere of Lark Creek Elementary and Aaron's home, but the gender difference doesn't matter to Jess or Leslie. Seemingly all their classmates and acquaintances assume automatically that their relationship must be that of boyfriend and girlfriend, therefore relegating it to a socially accepted niche. However, there is never any romantic or sexual tension in their friendship, simply comradeship and affection. There are plenty of differences between the two, but virtually none of them are gender-specific. It is from Leslie that Jess learns that he must be his own person, not merely his own man. Discuss the portrayal of religion in Bridge to Terabithia. Is it presented in a positive, negative, or indifferent light? In particular, what does Patterson's take seem to be on organized religion? Catherine Patterson's depiction of religion in Bridge to Terabithia is, no doubt, one of the main reasons that the book has been embroiled in a censorship debate for decades. Certainly her views are not engineered to satisfy orthodoxy. Neither the Aarons family nor the Burke family attends church with any regularity. The Aaronses go once a year, out of a sense of tradition rather than any spiritual desire, and the Burkes never attend at all. None of the characters in the book except for Leslie find any true meaning or value in religion. The subject simply frightens and confuses Jess and Mabel, instilling in them a vague sense of guilt and anxiety, and the rest of the family sees church as just another social gathering epitomized in the vanity of Ellie and Brenda, who go to church simply to show off their new clothes.